Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anil and in this Vue.js 3 video tutorial, we will learn about what are the teleport components in Vue.js 3. So let's start with the points. We will discuss about teleport components, what are they, how we can use it, and example, and at the last we will discuss some interview questions also, right? So before starting with this video, I want to show you the structure inside our elements tab for Vue.js. Here you can see that our Vue.js application is bind inside our app ID. If we are going to write outside anything from this ID, this will be not work with the Vue.js. It will totally separate part of our application, right? So I want to show you that how our application is bind with it. First of all, let's open the main.js. Here you can see that our application is mounted with the ID app, and where this app ID is declared, this is declared inside public index.html. So let's say I have another part of here. So let's say I have another div here, and it have ID like ID other. So can I communicate with this div with our Vue.js? Yes, you can communicate if you just provide your app ID inside other ID inside our main. Now you will find that your application is bind with that. Here you can see that our app ID is totally blank here, and ID other have h1 tag with the view and image and all, right? So let me just uh, revert it. So now if we have another question, so can we communicate with the any way with this ID other also, as well as with this ID app also? Yes, we can do it with the teleport component, right? So we will teleport our component from app ID to ID others, right? So what is the use of it? There is a lots of use. You can use them whenever you are making the dynamic footer. If you have a very static footer, then directly you can put your footer here inside app inside html dot index.html, right? You don't need to worry about that. You can directly put it here if your footer is completely static, right? So if there is some dynamic component, there is a various use case. You can use your reusable component, or you can directly use your teleport component, right? So another use, you can sometime you have some pop-up or dialog box here, and you want to just communicate it with our app ID, right? These kind of things we can use with the teleport. So let's see how we can make a footer with the teleport component, right? So I am going to make this ID, let's say footer, right? So now we don't need to work in this file, so I'm going to close it. So now we need a footer component, so I am making a component, let's say footer dot view, and let me define here template. We can close this template. Script tag we need, and we can close this script tag also. Style, and here we can put here simply h1 tag, or let's say h3 tag. Let me make it a little bit smaller. Let me write here footer of app, right? And I can make here some p tag also. We can put here copyrights the rate code step by step, right? So our component is fine. Now we have to write here some script also, which is export default name can be, let's say footer. There is something missing, I think. Why this name is not highlighted? Now this is fine, right? So let me import it inside home. So import here, import footer from footer dot view. Perfect. And register this component inside our components footer, and now we can use it, right? Let's just take a look as a simple component first of all, then we will teleport it. And let me check here. You can see that this is our heading, and this is coming from our footer component. So how we can teleport it, how we can show this content here? For that, we just need to simply use here teleport, and let's just close this teleport tag. And now put here 2. In 2 we can put here hash and id, in which div id we want to show, we want to teleport this component. So now let's simply put here footer, right? And we don't need this upper footer, we can just remove it. And let's refresh it. Now you will find that this stuff is coming inside our footer tag, right? So let me just add some style also, so that we can just make it a little bit user friendly, because now this is not look like a you can say footer. So let me add here a div tag, close it, and here we can put our content again, and we can add a class here. Let's say footer. Footer, let me add some style with my dev tool. So here what we can do here, let's say background color, we can add something like this. Color we can add here orange, or position absolute, width 100%, left 0, bottom again 0, and we can add here padding also. Let's say padding is or we can put here text align center. This is much better. And now we can put this thing, copy from here, and let's put inside here. So now you will find that this is working fine, right, as a footer. So, and if you want to some dynamic data, then this can also be possible. Let's say you just want to place here a button, or want to click element, and you want to use some input box and all, everything you can do, right? We just know that how we can make a form here, and how we can handle the click event and all in the previous videos. You can watch from there, right? So that's it. Now let's discuss some interview questions. So you know that what is the use of teleport component. You can just make a static footers, or you can use a dynamic footer. With the help of it, you can make pop-up boxes that is completely outside from your view app. And after that they can ask that, can we use 2 teleport component in a same application? Yes, we can use 2 or 3. Even in a home component we can use more than one, right? Okay, they can ask that, can we just put here some normal HTML stuff like h1 tag, and let me again h1 tag here like this, just write here yes or something. So can we do it with the footer, or should we just use 2 footer components here? You can use your normal HTML also, there is no issue, right? So what is that asking me to remove footer, because we are not using it, right? So you can use like this, but there is no style, that's why it will just coming here, right? These kind of questions can ask in the interviews. So if you still have any kind of question, you can ask me in the comment box. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and like this video.